But yeah, I guess we're here to talk about Birds of Paradise. I saw it yesterday and loved it. I guess if we can start off with if you could each sort of introduce who you play in the film and what it was about them that you connected to and made you want to play them.
I'll let you start.
Okay. Well, I played Maureen, and I really wanted to tap into her story and her internal life. We meet her at a really dark time in her life, and I just really love the idea of following that journey and how she's coping with everything through having lost her brother and other trauma from her childhood, and going through those emotions and what that's like. And then at the end of it, of how she kind of finds herself and begins that healing journey. For me, at where I was in my life, I really wanted that positive energy and hopeful messaging. So that was the main thing. And then the other themes that we explore, like female friendships and the competition amongst females, and sexuality, exploring like having a sexual awakening. So there are a lot of different themes that I was really interested in. And a lot of what Diana's going to talk about now is Kate's. I was really inspired by a lot of the things that Kate goes through too. So overall, I mean, there's so much to dig into for everyone. So I hope people will relate to it in a lot of different ways.
I'm Diana. I play Kate. I think what drew me to this character, a lot of actually what Kristine was saying as well. But I think for Kate, we meet her at this place and she's, like hungry, clear-headed and like has like a moral compass, a strong moral compass. And that just kind of deteriorates as she, decides that it's more important to achieve greatness than it is to like be a good person. She's like battling with this, like her relationship with M and like learning so much about herself and her sexuality and like her desires, like both like in the physical world and then like her like spiritual world, like through this character, through M, and ultimately, decides that it's more important to be great, and her ego is actually more important than her soul, and is like totally empty and unfulfilled. And I think, it's that lesson that like it's okay if it's more important to actually live a fulfilling life than it is to just like be the best, because even like that idea of like being the best and being the greatest is such a like machismo thing, which also we see just in that world with like how gender roles and like what that plays in the ballet world and like how that affects Kate and how she sees things. It's like I don't know, I just thought that was really interesting and I wanted to explore that. And ultimately, forgiveness is possible. Like it's okay, redemption is possible. It's taking like ownership of like your mistakes and your flaws and forgiving yourself. Like that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. And obviously, it's a film about dancers. Did either of you have any dance background?
No, none. I'd never danced before, so that was my first time tapping into that. So it was a challenge.
Yeah, I danced when I was like a little kid, but I was a tennis player, so very, very different.
So I guess obviously, in terms of training, how tough is it to be a ballerina?
It's really hard.
Just based off what we were doing, like, I was struggling.
Like we a year of our lives, basically, with COVID and a break and training and filming, like all of that, it was like a year of our lives, and I was just like mentally defeated after. I mean, I don't know how. I have so much respect for these dancers that dedicate their whole lives to this craft simply because they love it so much, I have a lot of immense amount of respect for them.
Yeah. And obviously as co-leads, you guys spend a lot of time, together on the screen. There's a lot of emotional vulnerability between you. There's a lot of, really intimate moments. How did you guys sort of work to establish that space of trust so that, you could give these, really incredible performances?
It was easy from the beginning. And I mean, I texted Diana so much throughout the beginning process of it all, just for mental help before we even like tapped into any of it. And then we met up in Budapest 3 weeks before we started shooting. And then we had private rehearsals together where we really got to just be honest with each other about so much and be really vulnerable and share stuff that we do not usually do, So you just really created a safe space. and I trusted you with that, and then we got to
Likewise.
just play on the day because we knew that space was there, and there was a lot
Yeah, I
before
mean,
and
the moment I whoa, I just slept. The moment I met Kristine and Sarah, we like got like lunch somewhere in like the valley, I want to say, or something like that. Like randomly. Yeah.
so long ago.
And that, like
Wow.
the moment I met her, I was like, oh, this, like this, she's special. Like, this is someone that you can talk to. This is someone you can go to. This is someone you can trust, you know, like there's like this very like disarming, like empathetic quality that you have. And like, it made it so easy to like, to dance with you. It made it easy to like do scenes with you. Like it's a dreamiest scene partner, you know,
Likewise,
because like
so generous.
you're only as good as your partner in these things. And I had the best
Yes.
partner.
Yeah,
And just,
you were always
generous and
present.
giving and present. Yeah.
Yes,
Like
yeah.
it was just, she made it very easy.
Thank you,
Like
you too.
very easy.
I guess finally, the film's coming onto Amazon, which means, it's going to be beamed into homes across the world. Why should people take a chance on this film?
Oh my, I hope why they should.
Why should someone take a chance on this film? I mean, there's like the cheesy answer, and then there's like the like deep philosophical answer. Which one are you looking for?
The deep one. Yeah, it's so deep.
Because it's a story about two females forging a bond and being challenged in a very high intense society situation, and like coming out the other end like good. No spoilers though. I feel like that made no sense, but I don't know.
That's it.
Help
I think
me.
that's truly, that's why I watch movies to learn more about myself and cope better with things, or just feel like I can relate to what the character is going through. And there's so much that both of our characters go through. I think a lot of people will find themselves in that, and hopefully,
Yeah.
and
like you can be friends even if you are competing.
yeah,
Like it's very easy to respect and be friends with people in your competitive space. Like we're actresses, we go up against actors, sorry, I hate that other word, and we go up against each other in like lots of different things, and like it's fine, like great. I hope she like I hope you get it, you know what I mean?
that's how it should be.
Yeah,
supporting each other.
yeah,
Definitely. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck with the film. Thank you for taking
Thank
the time
you.
out to speak.
Thank you.
Bye.